need people.
Guys,
Everybody. One person needs to deliver our petitions and we'll help it to my phone.
I'm sorry, man.
Put your hands behind your back.
Stop running. Please don't run. I have a 2-month-old baby.
We've been trying to reach the office of First Lady Michelle Obama so that we can deliver the petitions to her. And we've been directed to the Office of Special Engagement. We were given the name Stephanie Valencia, and I've been trying to reach her all week. She hasn't returned my phone calls, so I'm going to try calling her one more time. Hello, Stephanie. This is Alexis Baden-Mayer. I'm the political director for the Organic Consumers Association. Our organization has been running a petition, and it's collected 203,000 signers. And we had a press conference at the press club, and we've just walked over to the White House. We were hoping we could deliver the petitions. It's not quite 3 o'clock right now, and we'll probably be here for at least an hour. So if you get this message, please call me back.
We're so close.
Yeah, well, that's right. We could just throw the petitions over the fence.
I think that would be a federal offense.
well, we're going to walk up to the gate of the White House. The office that deals with this type of thing that would normally accept petitions is ignoring us and has ignored the Organic Consumers Association all week. They've got over 200,000 petitions here they'd like to deliver on a CD to the White House to prove that there is public support for GMO labeling. This is a petition to the First Lady. Since they're ignoring us, then we're just going to go to the gate and make sure they don't ignore us anymore. Are you guys from Russia?
Yeah.
You know, genetically engineered food is somewhat illegal in Russia.
Good for that.
That's what we are discussing.
Now that we are in the WTO, I'm afraid we may have to accept the GMOs.
Why did the Russians reject the GMO then? What reasons?
The Russian scientists decided that it was not safe.
I would like to deliver this to Stephanie Valencia at the Office of Public Engagement.
As far as deliveries go,
you have an appointment with them? No?
No, I've been calling all week, and we had a press conference at the press club. In 2007, when Barack Obama was running for president the first time, he made a promise. He said, "Here's what I'll do as president.
We'll let folks know whether their food has been genetically modified because Americans should know what they're buying."
So far, this is a broken promise. I sent a letter to the Obama for America campaign about this, and I asked the 385,000 members of the Organic Consumers Association to join me. We asked the president to renew his pledge to support labeling. We're trying to get genetically modified foods labeled. We've had absolutely no success with the administration, even though President Obama campaigned on the idea that GMOs would be labeled. We haven't had any success in the legislature. There was a vote this summer in the Senate, and there were very few senators who were willing to stand up to Monsanto on this issue. So we have to take it to the people. 9 out of 10 Americans agree with us that we deserve the right to know what we're eating. We think that if the voters have a chance to make this decision, they'll choose our right to know what's in our food.
I mean, it seems like a no-brainer. I mean, just let people know. Why would there be any resistance to that? And why would people vote against their own interests?
Well, people vote against their own interests when they're lied to. And the No campaign has put up several lies that are definitely the types of things that attract people's attention. Like, your grocery bills are going to skyrocket if this bad initiative gets passed. And they won't tell you what the initiative is for. They just say it's going to increase food costs. You know, we have the facts on our side. The truth is on our side. The truth is that companies change their labels all the time. And that cost is negligible. The consumer never sees that cost. Genetically modified crops do not increase production. If you're interested in this topic, I refer you to the Union of Concerned Scientists study, Failure to Yield. Genetically modified crops are not currently feeding the world. They're not likely to help the 2.5 billion small farmers who are currently producing 75% of the world's food. If you're interested in this topic, I refer you to the International Assessment of Agricultural Knowledge, Science, and Technology for Development from the UN Food and Agriculture Organization and the World Bank. And again, as the political director of the Organic Consumers Association, I do have to correct the misconception of the Obama for America campaign when they say that genetically modified crops have reduced our reliance on pesticides. Genetically modified crops are actually increasing pesticide use. If you're interested in this topic, I refer you to the Washington State University study, Impacts of Genetically Engineered Crops on Pesticide Use in the U.S. the First 16 Years. Some people think that herbicide-resistant crops help farmers, and some people think that they hurt farmers. But most people can agree that we deserve the right to know what we're eating.
Oh, yes. Yay. Okay, everybody put your fist up at the baby. Sorry, he's not even in town.
Colorado.
It's the VP debate.
VP. Supporting Joey.
Oh yeah. There's all the U.S. news media is owned by the corporation.
We initially contacted Michelle Obama's office because we have a petition that's directed at her.
So anyway, President Obama promised to label these foods so people who want to avoid them, they might think they're not kosher, can avoid them. But they haven't.
He hasn't done it yet.
He hasn't done
There was
it
something
yet.
with the bees and...
Oh yeah, the bees died from eating these crops.
I heard about
There's
that.
pesticide in the crop itself.
Yeah.
He was also a Bayer.
I'd be there. They could arrest me all they want.
So this is something that
Where are all the other real?
Shalom. That's where I belong. I've asked Rabbi.
Hey folks, I'm gonna have you ask you to move down about 30 yards.
Well, we have to stay here because we're waiting to speak to Stephanie
Right,
Valencia
they're in
from
front of
the
my
Office
gate.
of Public
What's your name, by the way?
Adam Eidinger.
What is all
Adam
this?
Werdiger?
Eidinger.
What is this all about?
Adam is Jewish, and there's Jewish ritual called
No worries,
tefillin,
thank you.
which every Jewish male does. So
Australia.
we put on tefillin with Adam today, and he did a special mitzvah.
We have 200,000 petitions we're trying to deliver here on a simple CD drive. All you have to do is send out a staffer, an intern, anyone who's going to pick it up. If people can't walk up to a government building and petition their government, then they have to stand here and block the entrance till they get their attention. You shouldn't have to pay to go to a campaign rally or a campaign fundraiser, $25,000 a plate, to have access to this president.
But Americans are united. 9 out of 10 Americans agree that GMOs need to be labeled.
Folks, we need you to move out from the front of the gate in case there's an emergency, and we need to bring water to you. That is why we need you to move from the gate.
We need people.
Guys,
One person needs to deliver our petitions to help it to my baby. I'm sorry, man.
Put your hands behind your back.
Stop running. Please don't run. I have a 2-month-old baby.
You guys.
And I love this country, and I can stand socialism. I can stand communism. The only good communist is a dead father. Where were you?
I don't know. I wasn't there. But now I'm here now.
But after you did, you know where you're going to be.
See, you are in some sort of sin.
I'm in a sin.
Right. Are you a homo?
I don't know where you're going to be after you.
Are you a homo? Because Because what? Because what? That here we have a God that will forgive you of your sins. Here we have a God that will love you. Here you have a God that will give you a home in heaven, and you're saying no.
Listen.